the moment we've all been waiting for. It's another Batman movie!
It's the J. Craig Movie Review. Movie Review. A movie with you.
All right, everybody. So, Batman, the Batman is now coming to theaters. Yet another telling of Batman and Bruce Wayne. This one's directed by Matt Reeves, who is of the Apes fame. I loved Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I really love what he was doing with that movie. Did not care so much for the second two as much as the first, but it was a great, great movie. So Matt Reeves is directing The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson. That's right. Twinkle Twinkle Vampire is now Batman. I almost called him Vampman. That'd be weird. But Batman is now a vampire. No, I'm sorry. That's the wrong movie. So, at any rate, Robert Pattinson is Batman, and we have Zoe Kravitz. You have Colin Farrell. You have Paul Dano, and Jeffrey Wright. Really, really awesome. I'll just say it. I really, really love this movie. I was not really too keen on yet another Batman story. Thankfully, this is not an origin tale. We don't need another introduction to the character. We know who Batman is. I mean, right? Everyone in the world knows Batman, so we don't need another telling of his origin tales. And I was really glad to see this is just another tale of Batman. It starts right in the middle of him being Batman, like a year or so in, I think, into his crusade, if you will. It's really, really good. It's a long movie. It is a 3-hour movie, and it is a slower burn. So it's not a lot of action. This is not the Batman. This is not your granddaddy's Batman. That's right. This is more of a realistic, down-to-earth Batman. He's walking from places. He's not like, swinging from rooftop to rooftop. It's very non-superhero-esque. He's just a guy that dresses up like a bat, and he's an awesome detective. He's also a really good fighter, obviously. But the detective work is really at play here. And this is the first time, other than a couple moments we get, in the other Batman movies, where he is truly the detective. And it's awesome. I mean, it's really great seeing, Batman do his thing this way as opposed to just being the crime fighter. The fisticuffs. So at any rate, really good vision of Batman. We're in a story of Batman as opposed to learning about who he is, right? Or, how he started as Batman. I like that aspect a lot, as I'll just say it one more time. Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman is really, really good. She's very effective. She's not the typical, hero villain, anti-hero kind of character. I really like her story. She has something here. And then you have a lot of other cast of characters that are just all really, really good. I like the cinematography is really, it reminds me of a Nolan movie. I mean, this is more like Nolan's Batman, where it's more down to earth, more realistic. It's more centered in reality as opposed to the Marvel movies, which are a little bit more comic book-esque, right? So, just love how it looked. Music is fantastic. It's very atmospheric. It's more of a horror movie at times. You have some really graphic moments that just cut away from the graphic nature. You know what's going on. You know what happened without having to see the grotesqueness. So it keeps it for a little bit of a younger audience still. But it really kind of crosses that, that walks that line of horror movie, detective movie. And then, of course, you have, some action scenes, right? And those action scenes are really, really well done. I'm really impressed. I was really excited by it. It really grabbed me. It was 3 hours, but it definitely didn't play that way. It felt like it was moving, even though it was a slow burn. I was very interested in the character, what was going on, the mystery, everything happening. I really, really dug. So I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with this. We have another Batman, obviously another Batman trilogy on the rise here, or, in the works. And I'm kind of excited about it. I didn't see a mid-credit scene. I did not stay for the end credit, so don't worry about the mid-credit. I didn't see one. I took off after that. It was already 3 hours in, so let's not make it more. Hey, if you're burned out on superhero movies, this is a great way to get Batman in without being like really superhero-esque. Really, really cool, really down to earth. Really like Robert Pattinson's take on Batman. And hey, it's not a movie about Bruce Wayne. This is called The Batman, and it is like predominantly Batman. Like we get him really early on in the story. We don't have to wait for 15, 20 minutes to build him up. We know who he is. I love the way they build him up in the criminal underground and the criminal world out there roaming the streets. I loved how they play into the fear of Batman. They do some really good stuff in the first few minutes of this movie. The first few minutes are really great setup of what's happening, and it's pretty cool, man. So check it out. Go see Batman and go buy some concessions because these places are hurting. So go buy your popcorn, go see your movies. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the J. Craig. Click the like and subscribe button if you will. Thank you very much. See ya.
It's the J. Craig Movie Review.